Why, hello out there, and welcome to Small Beards and Big Opinions.
Where the world is crazy, but luckily, so are we.
My name is Eddie Boyce.
And I'm Shaner.
And welcome to Podcast Soul Link, Episode 1. There's a video up right now where I explain what the heck we're doing. I haven't recorded it yet, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm saying yet, but it's going to explain everything. So go watch that video if you don't know what we're doing, and then come back. And Shaner, what's today's theme?
Today's theme is we're going to be talking about nostalgic childhood movies.
Yeah.
Everyone's got them, and we're going to be sharing ours.
All of them. Well, okay, maybe
Every
not all of them.
single one.
For as many as we can that we can fit into this 1 hour time frame. So, without further ado, let's just jump in. I'm going to admit, I watched a lot more TV shows as a kid than I did movies, but I definitely have a few on my list that I can definitely mention. You are definitely more of a movie watcher, right?
For sure. Yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
Well, in that case, why don't you? How do we want to do this? Do we just want to start like favoritist? How do you want to talk about these?
Well, I could start with a movie.
Sure.
I was always a big Thomas the Tank Engine fan when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
I really liked when they came out with the movie Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I would say it's a fantastic movie, but it's fine. I actually went back and rewatched it not too long ago. I think it was like right after we graduated,
Yeah.
and I didn't have a job yet, and I was like, I could stay up late if I want. And the one night I was like looking around on Amazon Video for a movie, and I'm like, shoot, this movie's free to watch right now. Yeah, I'll watch it. And I stayed up till like 2 a.m, reliving that memory. It's got some weird Alec Baldwin's in that one. And I think, wow, I'm gonna hate myself. The girl in Matilda, the main. If you say you haven't seen Matilda, because that's gonna come up later.
Matilda.
You've never seen Matilda?
Nope.
Dude, when you eventually come to visit, I'm gonna make you watch something. I don't know if it's that. What was the other movie I was gonna make you watch?
Shrek.
Shrek. Yeah, for all your listeners, this is the second time we've had to talk about this on our show. Eddie has never seen childhood classic movie Shrek.
There's a lot of movies I have not seen, and mainly because I'm not a movie person. Like I've seen
it's Shrek.
I don't know. I just never watch it. My parents were never like, you know what? We should watch Shrek.
But yeah, the point was you didn't have to watch it with your parents.
That's the only time I watched movies, really.
I still can't believe you've never seen Shrek. That is a cultural, just like monolith.
I mean, you're right. You were correct.
The memes alone. Anyways, how did we get so off track? Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Yes, Thomas the Magic Railroad.
I cannot believe I cannot remember her name. She starred in like 3 or 4 movies, and then, as far as I know, didn't do a whole lot else.
Okay.
Shoot. Okay, I know I said we'd be really good at this. I cannot remember what I was supposed to be doing up here.
You're supposed to set the clock.
I can't set the clock, but
Yeah, you can.
let's just say it's...
I set mine to the current time. Well, for me, it's 7:20 too. It's like 8, whatever.
Yeah, so Thomas and the Magic Railroad, one of my, favorite childhood movies. Going back and rewatching it now, not as good as I remember, of course, because, it came out in like 1990 something.
Sure.
And it's a Thomas the Tank Engine film, but it tried to take itself seriously to, I guess, some success. Had some decent actors in it. Had a decent plot for a Thomas movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
It's still like, even if I don't enjoy watching it as much, there's still enough of it where I go back and I'm like, I remember this scene very fondly, and it's just as nostalgic watching it now.
See, I didn't really watch any of the Thomas the Tank Engine films. I watch a lot of like the TV shows because my mom would buy the cassette tapes with like,
oh yeah,
I think it was like 2 or 3 like TV episodes on it. So that's what I watched.
Did you know in the original TV show that uh, the narrators. One was shoot, there's a comedian. I am bad with names tonight. Uh, he played in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I bet you if my dad's listening to this right now, he's going, "It's this," because I should know. George Carlin. You ever heard George
Sure.
Carlin? The comedian?
I don't know.
And the other one was Ringo Starr of Beatles fame.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Which was quite shocking to find out. But yeah, the original TV show is really good, but I just really like the movie.
Okay. I'm going to interrupt you for a second. I am at the starter bag.
Yeah, I'm coming. See, the problem is I can play this, but I am so used to just skipping through things.
You
that,
have to
like,
go see May in like the house
that's
to
where
the
I'm
right.
going. Oh, yeah. We're good at this. We're good at this. The first episode.
See, I'm good at the beginning of the game because I've played through that a bunch, and I'm like decent at the middle part. The end game, I'm gonna like be terrible at because that's the part of the game I've played the least amount. So like, you can lead me through that one, but I can lead you through this.
Do you know how long it's been since I beat this game? But that was before I even lived in, where I lived when we went to college. Am I allowed to say that?
I
Probably.
mean, we've told them what school we've gone to, so they can like, they can figure out where we lived. It's fine. You figure out what you're doing. You gotta talk to May. She's upstairs.
Oh, dude,
You talk to her mom.
Yeah, can you imagine you just wandering to somebody's house without knowing them?
I know.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. All right. So I'll show a movie while you're doing that. So I don't have a lot of cartoons on my map because I had trouble like coming up and like sitting down and thinking about what I watched as a kid. But definitely a children's cartoon I do remember. VeggieTales. Banger shows.
Yeah, for sure.
Silly Songs with Larry. My favorite time as a kid. Did you watch a lot of VeggieTales?
Oh, dude, I could probably quote most of the VeggieTales.
I've watched a bunch. I couldn't pick one out because there was a bunch like I've
But
seen.
did you?
But, like,
You've seen the movie, right?
which one?
The original, the Jonah one.
Yeah. The Jonah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jonah. I remember that one. Yes, and you got the pirates who don't do anything. Great.
Both movies are really good.
What's the second one?
That's the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything movie. Did you not know?
Oh,
that was a thing? Have
right.
you seen that one?
I forgot. Yeah. No, I remember that one. Yeah, that one was good too. Okay, whoa. Hold on. You're in the starters. You jumped in without me. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said you were at the start.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, we're both at the starters, folks. Here we are. Shayner, why don't you list what you got available to you?
I got Clay Doll, Charmeleon, and Grovyle.
That's some banger picks. All right, so I have Boltoy, Shroomish, and Venusaur. Oh, heck yeah.
You got Venusaur already?
I got
Kidding me?
Venusaur. All right, well, I mean, I'm picking Venusaur. I'm not going to be, like a whatchamacallit, I'm not going to try and make it harder on myself. We're going with Venusaur.
This is tricky because part of me wants Grovyle because I have that one in my original playthrough and I really like the whole Trico evolution line. But on the other hand, I could have a Charizard in 4 fights.
I would pick probably Charmeleon just because it's a bit bulkier and not as easy to die.
Yeah. We'll go with, who doesn't like Charizard?
Oh yeah. Hey, we got both. We got the 2 Gen 1 starters. That's pretty cool.
All right, so are you in the fight?
Yeah. Go ahead, continue.
Okay.
But yeah, I forgot that the second VeggieTales movie existed. I completely forgot about that until now.
Yeah, that was, it's not as good as the Jonah movie. It's still a good movie. I enjoyed it.
If I remember correctly, I think I liked it better than the Jonah movie.
I think the Jonah movie is just nostalgic for me. Did you beat the fight?
Yeah, I beat the fight. So, if anything goes wrong, I'll let you know. But
Okay.
I remember my favorite part about the Jonah movie is the song that the Newsboys created for it.
Oh yeah, that's a
I
good one.
love that song. That's a really good song.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
so I'm
Jonah
gonna.
movie's pretty good.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's I was gonna say that's a good choice. I didn't even think about that one.
Oh, okay. I got a nickname at Venusaur.
Okay. Yeah, same.
I gotta think about this because, ooh, it's been a while.
Eddie.
Why would you do that?
I'm just kidding. Shit, I always had trouble naming my Pokemon.
See, I like to make references with my names, but like
Ooh,
I don't
yeah.
remember what reference I've usually gone with for like Venusaur in that evolution line. I think I've done.
Ooh, you know what?
I don't remember. What's the name
Because
of that?
it's on my mind and it's appropriately typed, I'm naming my soon-to-be Charizard Zuko.
Ooh, that's a good name. I don't want to click out because it's going to interrupt the music. Oh well,
Why
it's
do you have
fine.
to click out?
All right,
What do you have to click out for?
they'll like look up a name.
Oh, okay.
I got
Just
it.
use your phone.
I'll use my phone. Yeah.
Okay, mine. It's gonna pause whenever I click out to type in this list.
You're
Is
fine.
that
Don't worry
okay?
about it.
Okay.
You're fine. I'm the ones. The game's recording my audio, which if you even figure that out, folks, the game's recording my audio. I couldn't do Sheeners because that would be too much. All right, we are going to name. Wow, that was a
Name.
name. Yeah, I went Australian there for a second. We're gonna name him Venezuela
Venezuela.
because I couldn't pick up a different name, and his name reminds me of Venezuela.
Venezuela, mate.
Stop. We don't do the show because we're good at accents.
Venezuela.
Okay.
Okay, so that's for Little Root Town,
That is for, yeah, the starter. No, it's
Yep.
for starter.
but marked Little Root. I don't think there's anything else you can catch in Little Root.
I don't think
Town,
so either, but yeah.
I'm gonna mark that down for Little Root
Yeah,
Town.
it's your notes.
Okay. And okay.
All right, so I'm gonna move on. Since we're doing Pokemon, I'm gonna bring up a Pokemon that's really nostalgic to me. Pokemon Forever.
Oh, dude, why did I not think of any of the Pokemon movies from my list?
I don't know, because I was thinking like, I've seen. Let's see, I've seen the first movie, I saw the second one, and I've seen the third one, which is Forever. Oh no, sorry. Is it called Forever because it's the fourth movie?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Well, what's
I
the
can
third
never
movie?
Heroes.
Oh, with Entei?
Was it Heroes?
I don't remember. Either way, Pokemon Forever. That's probably the most nostalgic Pokemon movie for me. My grandmother, bless her heart, she for whatever reason bought it because she knew that I liked it, and she would put it on every single time I'd stay over at my
Aw.
grandparents for like a weekend or something. And I remember that movie because it was such like a different Pokemon experience. Like it's so much more dark. Like
Yeah.
there's like the shadow.
Wait, which one was that? Is that the one with Celebi?
Yeah, that's the one with Celebi and Suicune.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good one. Dude, yeah, the dark Pokemon.
Yeah, I wonder if those were like the precursor to like the shadow Pokemon in like Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness. I don't know which one came out
Might
first.
be. Where is May again?
She's like straight up. So just keep heading north. She's past like Oldale Town.
Don't we have to catch a Pokemon on Route 101 or we don't? have
We don't. The Nuzlocke doesn't start. Sorry, the Soul Link doesn't start until we get our Pokeballs, which we get after we talk to May, I believe.
Are these trainers gonna challenge me?
No,
I don't-
you're fine. Dude, you've played this game more than I have.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Oh, come on, dude, really? It's been 4 seconds. I'm allowed to kill this thing, right?
Yeah, you're fine. You can kill it. It does not start until we get Pokeballs, which I believe we get from Professor Birch.
So yeah, Pokemon movies. I've seen all of them. I enjoyed all of them. But if I had to pick my most nostalgic one, like the one I would go back and watch, be like, yeah, this feels like a comforting, childhood kind of thing, it would definitely be the first movie. And that's not like me being like, oh, I'm a Pokemon purist. You can only watch the first movie. it's just I had a copy of it before I got a case with all four in it,
Yeah.
and it's just such a good movie. The music in it, even though it can be a little cheesy, like the "You're My Brother" song,
Oh yeah.
where they're like slapping each other. It's just a good movie. The animation in it, all the characters, loved all of it. Um, the one Pokemon movie I did not enjoy, and I think I've only seen it once. I didn't know it existed forever. Was Mewtwo Returns.
So I don't remember the movie, but I feel like I have watched it, which probably means I wiped it from my mind because it wasn't good.
I remember I didn't know it existed. Like I thought it went straight from Pokemon the first movie to what's the one after that? Uh, is Heroes next?
I don't know the order.
Anyways, until I was at like a random garage sale and I found a VHS tape of it.
Sure.
Because the thing is, back then we had, I think all kids in our age group had access to the internet in some form or another, but I don't think we used it like we did today, where you would just look up Pokemon and see what's next.
Right.
So I had no idea this existed until I found a random VHS tape of it at a garage sale, and yeah, it was not good. Especially compared to the first one, it was such a, and then even compared to the ones after that. It's like you had one which was really good, and then two mediocre, and then all the rest after that really good. Forever, Destiny Deoxys, Heroes,
Sure.
the one with Latios and Latias.
I did not see that one.
You've not seen that one?
No.
Dude, that one's good.
The only ones I've seen. Oh, I met May, by the way, so we can start battling.
Okay.
The only ones I've seen are 1, 2, and then 4. And then Mewtwo Returns, I think I've seen. Oh, then the Lucario movie.
Dude, okay, so you're telling me you haven't seen Destiny Deoxys?
Nope.
Or have you seen Heroes?
No.
And okay, finally, have you seen Rise of Darkrai?
No.
Dude.
Like I said, the only ones I've seen are 1, 2, Mewtwo Returns, Forever, and then the Lucario movie.
Dude, I cannot believe you've not seen any of those other ones. They are so good. I mean, Destiny Deoxys is just fine. I like it because it's got Deoxys.
Yeah.
But like Rise of Darkrai, that's another one. If I had to pick second nostalgic one, because that is a very fun memory for me, because when it came out, my family had cable, because eventually we were like, why are we paying for cable? It's not worth it.
Yeah, really.
But we had cable at that point, and on Cartoon Network, when it was going to air, it was a big deal. Like they were really promoting Rise of Darkrai, and they had a Pokemon marathon for the Diamond and Pearl show leading up to it. And so I watched the entire thing and taped it, record like DVR, for the precursor DVR. I don't remember. And I still have that saved to this day. I don't think the disc works anymore because it's been scratched up, and but yeah, it's like the whole show leading up to the movie premiere. And I remember watching the movie; it was fantastic. It's got the best opening. I'm trying to remember what the theme song was. I think it used like a more theatrical version of the Diamond and Pearl show's theme song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you what, I'll send you a link later to watch
Sure.
the opening to Rise of Darkrai. Ash fights a Torterra. It is a great opening.
Okay.
Did you beat May?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm over.
What did your May have?
She had a Swampert.
Oh, really? Mine was easy. So I got the Charmeleon, okay? Her starter was that stupid ladybug Pokemon.
Illumas, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, kick that thing's butt. I had Ember. It was not hard.
I had Vine Whip against the Swampert. I one-shot that thing.
I don't think I've ever had an easier opening fight. Because usually, your rival picks usually a jerk, and they pick the like exact opposite of your Pokemon.
Right.
But this time you might have an advantage.
All right, so as Shaner is talking to Professor Birch, I have collected my Pokeball, which means the challenge has begun. So it started, for those of you who care. For those of you who don't care, let's keep talking about movies. So another great movie that I remember as a kid. let's just get the sci-fi out of the way. Star Wars. Let's face it, we love it.
That's
We've
on
talked
my
about it a
list.
lot. If you haven't, we have a whole series about Star Wars. Go watch that. So,
Specifically the prequels.
yes, actually, specifically the prequels. As a kid, Attack of the Clone Wars was probably my favorite Star Wars movie. Specifically because of the second half of the movie.
The arena battle and everything after
Exactly. I
Uh-huh.
remember as a kid, we had just moved into our place in Pennsylvania. And you can keep going, Shaner. Just we're moving on to like Gym 1, essentially.
it. So we're gonna. No, great. I hope
Oh
I
yeah,
get-
that's
I
right.
get
She's
my
gonna
run
give us her
first.
running shoes, and then we actually do our first encounter. So
Anyway, so you moved into your place in PA.
yeah, when you get your first encounter on Route 1, let me know. I'm gonna go do
Okay.
that right now too. As a reminder, folks, since we're already talking about Pokemon, let's just keep talking. In a Soul Link, basically, we can only catch one Pokemon per area. So, like, whenever you see, like, the little bubble from the top right corner, like, change, that means we're in a new area. So, we're going to go into, top left corner. We're going to go into Route 101. And we're going to go get our first Mon. I would like to get more Pokeballs.
Okay, here we go.
No
Are
way.
you kidding
No
me?
way.
Come on. Shoot.
I mean, okay. You don't have to get... So Dube's Claws allows you to not catch it, but you can catch it if you want.
Can I catch it and stick it in the PC?
Why?
Well, if my Charmeleon dies, I can have backup Charizard. So wait, I don't have to catch it and then catch something else?
Yeah, you don't have to catch this
Oh,
if you don't want
okay.
to. But
Can
you
I-
could have 2 Charmanders. You could have 2 Charizards.
I'm allowed to run, right?
Yeah, you're allowed to run.
Okay, I'm running away. I'm not catching... one will be enough.
That's fair. That's fair.
Come on, give me something good. Come on, here we go. If it's another Charmander... Ooh, okay.
I can't believe you decided to get a Golduck over a Charmander.
Dude, I'm not training 2 Charizards.
That'd be so cool. Alright, it's fine. What did I get? I got a Voltorb.
Voltorb?
I got a Voltorb. Okay.
Alright.
I gotta try not to kill this thing. We're just gonna Leech Seed and play the long game. Evaded the attack, of course you did. So what we're talking about? Oh yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, Attack of the
Shoot,
Clone Wars.
I killed that
as
thing.
a kid, what?
Dude, it was level 3 and I'm level 8.
Dude, just throw a Pokeball. They're so weak.
I have 1 Pokeball. So what
you
do
have
I do
5.
now? Am I not
You
allowed to
have
catch
5.
anything? So I'm not allowed to catch anything now.
Yeah, not on this route. No.
Oh, great. That's great. This is going really well. Are you allowed to catch something?
No, I can't. If one of us can't catch it, the other one can. It's fine. We got more routes to go. It's a learning experience.
I do not want to get caught by this kid.
No, you're fine. He doesn't. He isn't a battle. He doesn't battle you.
Okay, well, on to Old Dale Town.
Yeah, so we can go north now. And there's grouse up there, so we can get that encounter.
All right.
Whatever route this. Oh, make sure to mark that we didn't get that route. 101 or whatever it was.
Yeah, I'll just. Okay, yeah, just won't mark anything, and I'll see where I didn't mark anything.
Oh, get some Pokeballs and potions while you're in town.
Let's go shopping.
Shopping.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Star Wars. So I
Yes.
remember as a kid, when we had just moved into PA, I don't think we had a television, or we didn't have a DVD player, one of the two. And so I would have to watch the movie on our old PC, like our old desktop PC. This was back in like 2007, I believe it was. And I would just watch the last half of the movie. I would go to the scene where I believe it's like R2-D2 or Anakin's telling... No, wait, no, sorry. Sorry, it's Obi-Wan sending a message to Anakin and Padme on Tatooine to send it to Coruscant. You remember that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I would go to that and just watch it from then on. It was great.
This is concerning me.
Dude, I just chuckle.
It's level 2 and I'm level 9. If I do anything to this, it's going to
Oh, is that
die.
your encounter?
Yeah.
Okay. Just what are your moves?
I got
Scratch.
Scratch.
It's got high defense. Yeah.
What the heck? That is high defense.
Shuckle's a beefy boy. Oh!
What did you get?
I got a Groudon. The
Are you
legendary
kidding?
Groudon.
Are you kidding me?
Well, hold
I
on.
got
Don't
a Shuckle.
don't
and you
get
got
too
a
excited
Groudon?
because I don't know if I'll be able to catch this thing.
This is ridiculous.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna have a Shuckle.
I don't know if I can catch this thing. I'm gonna try, but like I don't want to use all of my Pokeballs.
Well, what
Oh.
level is it?
It's a level 3. Speed fell. That's fine.
I cannot believe that.
I would wait to throw balls until I either don't, because like you could throw a bunch of balls and not catch it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch mine, so just
Yeah, I'll whittle this down until I'm ready to throw something, and then I'll wait for you.
yeah.
So anyways, yeah, Attack of the Clones. I had kind of the same experience. I remember one day, I don't remember if I was staying home sick from school. Okay, Eddie, look at my screen. He just healed himself with a berry.
That's good.
I don't remember if I was like sick from school or something, but I remember my mom being like, "What movie do you want to watch?" I'm like, Attack of the Clones. And my mom didn't really, care about any Star Wars besides A New Hope. So she was like, "Yeah, fine, put on whatever you want." And I wanted to skip the whole movie to go to the arena scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, if you're gonna watch the movie, just watch the whole movie. The rest of the movie's not as good. Everything good happens once you start the arena scene." But you know my opinions about this, the prequels. If I had to pick the most nostalgic, I mean, Attack of the Clones is actually really high up there. But Revenge of the Sith, I mean, I dressed up as Anakin to a Comic-Con when I was like 6. I have the pictures, I'll have to find them. It was a good time. I loved Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, that was my nostalgic childhood Star Wars movie. Now here's a weird one for you. This one I completely forgot existed for a while.
I had to kill the Groudon. I couldn't catch it.
Okay, good.
So.
Can I run then?
Yeah, you can kill it, run, whatever.
Can't believe you lost a Groudon.
It's not catchable with a Pokeball. What do you want from me?
It's a level 3.
Yeah, but like the percentage is super low because it's still a legendary Pokemon.
How do I open my menu?
Enter.
There we go. Just gonna heal my...
The other Star Wars movie that I really enjoyed watching as a kid was Return of the Jedi. And Return of the Jedi is still my favorite Star Wars movie ever.
It's a good one. I remember like not liking it as much when I was a kid. I didn't, hate it or anything, but I just wasn't a big fan.
Yeah.
Seriously, a Gyarados. Really? That's how it's gonna be.
That's how the
Whatever.
cards play out, you know.
Whatever. But I watched it not too long ago. We were, I guess I say not too long ago. It was senior year of college. It was just on TV. I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'll watch Return of the Jedi. And I was like, wow, I forgot how good this is. Shoot, why did I go up there? Where is the...
South. You're going south and then to the left. Apparently I remember this game more than Shaner does.
Yeah, it has been so... So why did I go... So it's 103 then 102?
Yeah. Okay, to our third encounter.
Here we go.
I'd say Shaner don't mess this up for us, but I'm the one that messed it up with the Groudon, so.
Yeah, we're kind of like 1 for 1 on the screwing things up.
Ooh,
Okay.
man.
I feel
Don't,
like
no,
this-
he's going to run. He's a traitor.
Okay. What about this person up there in the grass?
I don't know. I avoided him. So just, like, run in between the grass.
Whoa.
I
that
got a
was
victory
fast.
bell.
Oh, come on. Really? Surskit. are you
Surskit
kidding
sucks.
me?
If you don't know, y'all.
It just looks pathetic. Look at it.
It's pretty bad. I mean, the one saving grace is it
Fine.
could learn Intimidate. Sorry, I'm getting too nerdy, and I said I wouldn't do this because this is a podcast first, playthrough second. But I can't help myself.
We can talk about the Pokemon occasionally. We
Yeah,
can
I
talk about
know.
the
It's just
typing.
like I'm gonna assume most of the people, maybe not most. I would assume like half. Like my dad. My dad doesn't know what the heck's going on, but he's gonna tune in because he wants to support. You know.
Neither does my dad. It's okay.
Um. Anyways, the only useful thing about Surskit is the evolution. Masquerain could learn Intimidate.
That's true. Okay, fine. I guess I got a Surskit now.
All right, let me see if we
That's
can catch this
great.
thing. What were we talking about? I don't remember what we were talking about before this. We had to take a break in between, so my memory's a bit hazy.
I think we were talking about Return of the Jedi, but I think we were done with that thought. So I got one for you.
Sure.
While you're working on your Pokemon. I had this movie that I watched when I was like, really young. And I never remember what it was. I never remembered what it was called. All I remember is it was terrible animation. It probably was made in, like some sweatshop animation company. But all I remember is about this young boy. I think he lived in China, and he could see monsters and ghosts that nobody else could. They all looked like human. They were like humanoid little monsters, but they were like kids animation. Like we're not talking like a Studio Ghibli film here. Like this was poor quality animation. But the main leader of the monster kids could fuse with him, and it would give him powers like a little bit of super strength and flight. And nobody believed him. And I don't remember what the ending of the movie was. So, anyways, flash forward to, I don't know, probably freshman year of college. I suddenly went, what was that film? And the problem was, I thought it was called Little Monsters for the longest time. The problem with searching that is there is a popular movie with Howie Mandel called Little Monsters with a similar theme, but it was a live action movie from the 80s. So that wasn't helping. But after like 4 years of searching, and keep in mind, this was before I knew that there were Reddit pages dedicated to finding movies like that. Like Help Me Find and such.
Uh-huh.
But finally, so I would just randomly Google things until it popped up. I found a YouTube video that played the entire movie, and the movie was called Kobe and the Okie Dokies.
Oh.
No idea what that is. I'm assuming that's what the monsters were called.
Okay.
But yeah, I finally found it, and I still haven't brought myself to watch all like hour and 14 minutes of it. But yeah, I just remember really liking the movie when I was a kid. I even remember some of it. Yeah, there's a part of the movie where he's trying to convince all his friends that he can, get superpowers with a monster.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I'll prove it to you. I'm going to jump over this river and we'll fly. And the monster dude's just, screwing with him, and he leaves. He like unpossesses him, right? He jumps and they all fall in the water, and nobody believes him.
Oh.
Anyways,
I got the victory bell, by the way.
Okay,
We're
good. So now I have to name this thing.
I've never heard of that movie in my life.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'll find a screenshot of it from that video. I saved it so I could have it. I'll send you like a picture of him and the monster so you can see the animation quality. I don't think it was like widely released in America, if that makes sense. I don't even know how we had it. I don't remember if it was a VHS tape or like a random DVD we found at a yard sale or something. Because I don't think my dad remembers. I think I mentioned it to him. He's like, "What is that? What is Kobe and the Okie Dokies?" I watched this thing at least 3 times. No idea where it came from, but I'm glad I found it. Oh, what am I gonna name this?
Was it like maybe European film?
Maybe I'd have to look up the origins of it. I think I did once and I forgot what it was. I'll look it up here as soon as I'm done naming this thing.
Yeah, you're good. I'll
this
cover
the-
for
is
you.
Is
So
this a spider?
it's like it's an insect. It's like it's like those like bugs that like walk across the water.
I'm gonna call it Skipper, like a water skipper.
Ah, there you go. That's a good one.
But it's
yeah.
got a cool hat, like a boat skipper. I'm gonna call him Skipper.
That's a good one. I named my victory bell Jezebel.
Whoa, we're getting advanced here.
Yeah, I know. I now have 2 grass and poison types. Yeah.
What is Surskit a water type? I want to say, or is it a bug type? I guess
It's bug and water, I think.
Let's see.
I
Maybe
could be
let's
wrong.
Check that. What? Oh. Okay, there we go. I'm not used to this emulator button system.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's bug and water. What does it know? Does it know any good moves? It knows Bubble, and that's it. Great. We heal that thing up because that's important.
This thing sucks.
I can't believe you're getting all these good Pokemon, and I've gotten the only ones I've been allowed to try to catch are a Shuckle and a Surskit. Okay, wait, let me look up this movie real quick. Just to see where it's from. Kobe. The Okie Dokies. Dude, I don't need a band called the Okie Dokie Brothers.
Close enough.
This should not be this hard. Bookmarks. Show bookmarks. Great. Okay. Yep. I can't look it up right now because none of my bookmarks transferred when I got this new system. So
That's okay.
I'll find it again. Okay. So let me write this down. Route 102. You caught a Weeping Bell?
Correct. No, Victory Bell. Victory Bell.
Victory Bell. Isn't that what James had in the original show?
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I always loved any of the Pokemon that James had. I loved all of his Pokemon, especially Wobbuffet and Cacnea.
That's fair. Wobbuffet's
And-
always a fun one.
Surskit.
So while Shanner's doing that, let's see, what's a movie that I have on my list that's kind of underground? Let's see. I don't really have anything that's like really out there. Everything on my list is pretty well, relatively real. Actually, here's one. Okay. So my dad really liked watching old cowboy movies and like TV shows, and so he would show us not show us, sorry. He bought some series for us to watch on like Friday nights and stuff like that. And so he bought Bonanza, and then he bought a bunch of like John Wayne films. Sorry, not films, like show episodes featuring John Wayne. And then he also bought at some point a movie featuring John Wayne called Rio Lobo. It's probably my favorite cowboy film, show, whatever. Really good. I'll read you the IMBD paraphrase, summary. After the Civil War, Cord McNally searches. Sorry, let me restart. After the Civil War, Cord McNally searches for the two traitors whose treachery caused the defeat of McNally's unit and the loss of a close friend.
Nothing wrong with a good old Western.
Yeah, it's a good old Western. There's like a train heist, I think, in the movie. It's a pretty cool film. And it's in color. It's not like a black and white film. It is color. It was made in like the 1960s, something like that.
Let's see. Yeah, I kicked that trainer's butt. That fight was a little concerning. Did you see he had a Milotic?
I did not see that, no.
Yeah, and it had water moves, so that's great.
Hey, you survived. That's what this challenge is all about, getting a bunch of disadvantages and persevering regardless.
Are you avoiding trainers or are you going at them?
Nah, I'm running into trainers. I'm not going to fight every single one right now, but I just want to kind of make it. I guess our next goal is to make it past Petalburg to the route after. I forget what that route's called, and we'll get an encounter there and then go through Petalburg and keep getting encounters. Sorry, what?
I thought so. We're gonna go through Petalburg first.
Now there's another route before Petalburg. I think it's 104.
Not according to my list.
Okay, whatever.
My list knows all.
Your list knows all. Let's see. Oh, since we were on the sci-fi path, Lord of the Rings. I mean, what's there not to love about Lord of the Rings?
It's not sci-fi.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
Hey, let's unabbreviate sci-fi.
Fantasy. I meant fantasy.
Okay, so I was not really into Lord of the Rings as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, so what happened was, I just never. My dad was a huge fan, and we just never watched it. And then I saw The Hobbit with a friend when it first came out. And once I saw The Hobbit, I was like, okay, now that I've seen that, sure, I'll watch Lord of the Rings. And yeah, they're good. I think I appreciate them more now. But back then, I was just like, yeah, these are fine. They're good.
Dude,
But I wasn't like all over them like I am now.
you're telling me that you didn't see Lord of the Rings until you were like 15, 16?
When did The Hobbit come out?
I don't know, but it was during our teenage years.
Yeah, something like that.
That's crazy.
I just had, I was more of a Star Wars kid.
Wow. That's nuts to me. I watched Lord of the Rings when I was like 12. I think it was 12 when I watched them, like 11,
Okay,
12.
so I take that back. I might have tried to watch it once, but the problem was I was over at a friend's house and he had very, very Christian conservative parents, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But it was kind of like, he liked Lord of the Rings, but he had to skip a lot of it.
Okay, gotcha.
So I think that's actually what happened is I watched Fellowship of the Ring,
yeah.
and I remember going, that was just okay. There was nothing special about it. And then a couple years later, my dad was like, let's watch Fellowship of the Ring. And I was like, no, I've seen it, and I didn't care for it that much. And I watched it with him and went, that was a lot better than I remember. What the heck? I must have missed out on like 90% of the movie because I don't remember any of this.
That's crazy.
Okay, so I'm in Petalburg.
Yeah, you can move past Petalburg. The route to the left of that is the new encounter. You can go in and get the encounter.
What does this guy want?
Oh, maybe. Oh, I think we might have to go see our dad. Oh, yeah, you gotta go talk to your dad.
I forgot that Dad was the gym. You know how much of this game I've forgotten?
Clearly.
It's been forever. Again, it was like the first house we lived in, which was a while ago.
Well, we're revisiting it now. Okay, so which Lord of the Rings is your favorite? Mine is the Two Towers.
Yeah, Two Towers, for sure.
Yeah, that's
Not
just...
to just like piggyback off your answer, but yeah, no. I mean, what isn't there to like about the Two Towers? Because I'm not gonna lie, favorite character, it used to be Aragorn. I loved Aragorn.
Yeah.
And then I watched the Two Towers again, a bit more grown up, and I'm like, man, King Theoden is amazing.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Great acting, great character. Yeah, Two Towers is the best. Actually, Hobbit Part 3? That's a joke.
I was gonna say, wait, there's a third one?
Yeah, no, there is a third one.
What?
Eddie, have you not seen Hobbit 3?
No, I have. No, I've
I'm not
definitely seen
kidding
them
with
all.
you.
I've definitely
why-
seen them all.
Then why'd you say, wait, there's a Part 3?
Because I forgot. I didn't enjoy them that much.
Armies. It's the weakest of the three. Because at that point, there's just so much. The first one was really good. I remember seeing it in theaters.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. Especially because I think it's because I didn't have that foreknowledge. You know what I mean? Like I didn't go in going, "Oh, this is not as good as Lord of the Rings," because I hadn't really seen it enough to care. So I kind of went in with a basic knowledge of what Lord of the Rings was, and enjoyed The Hobbit. And then I went and watched Lord of the Rings after that. I went, "Yeah, that was better than The Hobbit."
Yeah.
But I don't despise The Hobbit because it wasn't Lord of the Rings, if that makes sense.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
Wally. Come on, Wally. Let's go. Dude, what the heck? We're back on this route.
It's just temporary. Relax.
Just trying to speed run this,
Speed! Sorry, that was uncalled for. Ah, man. All right, what other movie you got on your list?
Well, let's see. Well, I'm watching Wally just be incompetent here. Okay, here's one for you. Do you have any nostalgic Christmas movies? Because mine
Ooh.
is, one of those, it's not Christmas until you've seen it. I've got a couple of my favorites, Elf is up there, and, Christmas Vacation, obviously. But the one movie we watch every Christmas, and it just feels like you just throw it on in the background and you know exactly what's going on. A Christmas Story.
That's
It's
a good one.
classic. We watch it every time. It's one of those, like I said, it's just not Christmas until you put on A Christmas Story, and I've seen it 100 times. And I love it. And I didn't actually hate the sequel, the new sequel. I know they made a couple before, but like the latest one they just did. Did you see that one?
I didn't. No, I've not seen any of the sequels. I've seen Home Alone a lot of times, just not the sequels.
No, this isn't Home Alone.
Oh, did you say Home Alone? No, wait.
No, A Christmas Story.
Yeah, sorry, Christmas Story. Yeah, I've not seen any of the sequels for that.
I've not. The only one I've seen is the most recent one they did, where they got Peter Billingsley back to play Ralphie as an adult.
Yeah.
And it was pretty decent. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't the original. But
Right.
there was a lot that I didn't like. There's a couple things I didn't like about it. Like they had to replace the actress who played the mom, and the person they got was just not as good.
Yeah, huh?
But I still liked it, and especially because I love the original movie. There's so much good about it, and like I said, it's just one of those comfort movies. How about
See-
you? Do you have any nostalgic Christmas?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's all I got.
So I got 2 Christmas movies on my list, actually. Probably the most like nostalgic Christmas movie for me is It's a Wonderful Christmas.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Sorry, it's gosh darn it.
It's a Wonderful Christmas.
It's the most nostalgic
Absolutely.
movie, and I get the title wrong. No, yeah, it's It's a Wonderful Life. Because we used to watch it. Yeah, because I don't do it myself anymore. But as growing up in the house, we would always watch It's a Wonderful Life Christmas Eve, every single Christmas Eve. So that's probably my most nostalgic one. The second one is Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown.
See, I was never a huge fan of the Charlie Brown movies.
That's
I
fine.
don't hate them. I just like they're not my childhood thing. But I would also be remiss if I didn't mention my family. I think my family's favorite altogether, A Muppet's Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah.
There's a family tradition. I don't know if we talked about this when we were roommates. There's a Shaner family tradition where the first time it snows in the year, no matter what time it is, the first time you see snow, you have to watch Muppet's Christmas Carol.
Oh, that's a cool tradition.
Now, the problem with that is it used to be that it would snow around like maybe November. And now we're seeing snow in like April. So it's a little more weird than it used to be, but it's still a nice tradition. And my
Hey, I'm
parents got
gonna
me a
I'm
copy
gonna
of it
interrupt
last
you for a
Christmas.
second. That's your first encounter on that route. Please don't kill it.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to throw a Pokemon.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
No, I think one more scratch will whittle it down some more. Dude, I am not liking any of these Pokemon.
Yeah, Pinsir is like okay.
It's better than Sun Scrit or whatever.
What's my Pokeball situation? 10's enough. All right, we got
Oh
Pinsir.
wait, did you not go out on that route yet?
No, you're fine. I was just getting. Oh my gosh, bro! I got another grass type. Skip Bloom.
Oh, you in those grass types?
I can put this to sleep, right? Okay, yeah.
Now what am I gonna name this thing? Really gotta think about this one. It is the ugly. I think it might be one amongst the ugliest Pokemon. I'm not gonna say it is the ugliest because I'm sure someone will be like, "Well, what about this?" But look at that thing.
I think Pinsir looks sick.
Yeah, but it looks ugly. Like compared to something like a Butterfree or,
I mean, yeah, he's not supposed to be pretty to look at.
look at his mouth. Can you imagine if you met a 5-year-old in this game and he just had one of these?
That's fair.
But you're working on catching that thing. I'm gonna think of what to name this.
Yeah, you think of the
abomination.
name. I'm still trying to catch this thing because I know synthesis and so it's healing up.
Horny boy.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. name
Wow, Shaner. Wow.
it that.
Crazy.
It's got horns, Eddie. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's got horns.
Oh, I'm the crazy one. Okay.
Yeah, look,
sure.
it's got horns. That's why I called it that.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I don't know where you were going. Not on my good Christian podcast.
Ah, so close to catching it.
Um, hmm. Okay, let me look at my list of movies here while I'm still thinking of a name for this. Uh, okay, here's another weird one. Fern Gully. Did you ever watch Fern Gully?
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of Fern Gully?
Nope.
That actually surprised me. Like when you were like, I haven't heard of Kobe and the Okie Dokies. I'm like, yeah, I don't think anyone has. But Fern Gully was an animated movie. I don't know. I watched it first when I was in like fourth grade, and it's a movie about. It is very blatantly an anti, like deforestation movie. Like there's no clever metaphor.
Yeah.
It's about the fairies that live in the Amazon rainforest.
Sure.
And some way, somehow, I don't remember, it's the magic of the forest or something. One of the construction guys gets shrunk down and ends up learning all about the magic of the forest. The more I describe it out loud, the more it sounds like a very, very surface level childish movie.
Yeah.
But it's it's more about the nostalgia than anything else, and it's got some decent voice acting. Like Robin Williams is in it. Tim Curry plays the villain.
I got the encounter, by the way.
Okay. Shoot. I have to name this thing. Anyways, Robin Williams plays a bat in that movie, and he's like
Okay.
a lab animal, so he's always he's always crazy. Tim Curry plays a villain who is like the essence of the destruction or something. Like he's like a big pile of toxic sludge. Had a really good musical number.
That sounds like something Tim Curry would do.
Oh yeah, like it's one of the more Tim Curry things Tim Curry has ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you just picture if you listen to this song, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's exactly something he would enjoy doing. Like I said, the movie is very blatant about its message. It is not clever in its metaphors at all.
Right.
But it's just one of those movies that's comforting, If I put it on, I'll be like, oh yeah, this just feels like I'm, a child again just watching this movie in elementary school.
Okay.
Sure,
cool.
I would cringe at it a lot more now, but I don't care because I think I have to rewatch it soon to see if it's as good as I remember. But yeah, they made a sequel. I never bothered to watch it because you know how direct-to-video sequels were in the early 2000s. Just not worth it.
No.
And if you look at the case of the new Megamind sequel, still not worth it.
Megamind.
That sequel is just terrible. DreamWorks needs to, figure it out. Don't make a sequel if you can't make it as good as the original.
I have not seen the sequel. I've seen the original. The original was alright.
I haven't seen the sequel either. All I know is they did not get Will Ferrell back to voice Megamind, and the animation quality is such a drop that nobody seems happy with it, and I don't blame them. Like, Will Ferrell is what made that movie. And to not get him back, like, it's one of those things, if you can't get him back, don't make the movie.
Oh, yeah.
The original is just fine on its own. It was fine forever. I do not know what to name this thing.
Just name it Horny. Just go with it.
Yeah, we're going with Horny.
Just go with Horny.
YouTube, don't cancel. Are we allowed to say Horny?
Yeah. That should be fine.
That's what the episode title is going to be. Horny. We're horny for Pokemon. That's bad. We're not calling it that. Just to be clear, I am not horny for Pokemon. I cannot speak for my co-host here.
Rude. Why would you
I don't
want to
speak
like
for
that?
I don't want to speak for you.
You don't want to speak for me? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to just,
So you're just saying, hypothetically, if I was, you wouldn't get rid of me as a co-host.
No, I'm not going to out you like that.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you.
If you just get physically attracted to an Ivysaur, that's your business.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, wait. I have to write that down. I keep forgetting I have to list this stuff.
Yeah, please write it down.
Okay, so
we need our
104
records.
South. You got a...
I got a Skiploom, which I named the Puff.
Skiploom, parentheses, the Puff.
The Puff.
I got a... It's been 4 seconds since I can count. Pinsir. It has been... Look, it's been a long day. Work was a nightmare and a half.
Oh, that's great.
But this is fun. Okay. So now we're going back to Petalburg then?
No, we have to go up to Rustaborough, which is through Petalburg Woods.
So we just don't beat the Petalburg gym?
We come back, remember?
No, obviously, I do not.
Okay, yeah, we come back later. He's like the 3rd or 4th gym.
Okay, so I go up from here?
Correct, yeah. Make sure you save or heal. Actually, we should save the game. Because, and I'm going to steal this reference, and if you know it, well, too bad. Only you can prevent lost save data.
And forest fires.
And forest fires, yeah.
So I can save using the game or the menu?
Yes, yes.
Because the problem is the zoom menu is over top of my
It's
game
fine.
menu. Okay.
You can save either way you want.
Okay, cool. Ooh, more berries. So anyways, yeah. Fern Gully. I think it's called like Fern Gully the Last Rainforest is the full name.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, you should go watch it, like Shrek. But it's just one of those that I could watch and be like, yeah, this feels like what I remember.
Okay.
It's about the vibes, and it's a really pretty animation too. It's like more, I want to say like watercolor looking thing.
Okay, yeah.
I don't even remember who made that movie. I was hoping to avoid this kid.
Sorry.
Oh, well.
Nope, no idea.
I could just go in the grass, but nope. Rich boy Winston wants to battle me. Hey, you got a movie for us?
Yeah, I got a movie. The thing is, like, I don't really have any other obscure movies other than that. I've got some movies on here that I'm pretty sure you haven't seen. So I know you're not really into sports movies at all.
I have a couple I like, but not a whole lot, no.
Okay, so I picked out 2. I think the 2 most nostalgic sports movies for me is probably my favorite sports movie is not the perfect game. Rookie of the Year, okay? It's a movie about this kid who lives in the suburbs of Chicago, and him and his friends go to this Chicago Cubs game, which is baseball. And they go to this game, and I think either on the way to the game or at the game, he like trips and falls really bad. He actually like hurts his arm really bad, but like he's fine. Like it hurts, but it's fine, sort of thing. He gets to the game, and at that time, the Chicago Cubs, they're a terrible team. They're like probably the worst team in the entire league. Terrible.
Wait, can I guess how this movie goes? Because I can already guess.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
I'm gonna guess that some way, somehow, his arm just pitches amazing now, and he saves the Chicago Cubs.
I hate that. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Pretty
Dude,
much.
that is the vibe of like every kid-based sports movies. All of a sudden, like what's the other movie with the shoes? Like Mike, is that it? Like Mike?
Something like that. Yeah, I'm
where
not
the kid
into
gets the shoes, and
basketball.
all of a sudden he's like an amazing basketball player, and he saves the team.
Yeah,
Like, I don't have to capture this Pokemon. Like we're still.
this is a trainer.
Oh yeah, I want to capture this dude's Ludicolo.
Just steal his Pokemon. All right, Team Rocket, chill there.
I used to have a like the action replay. You remember the action replay? It was like the
No.
game. It was the Game Shark for the DS,
Okay.
and I had like it would like pre-install cheat codes,
Yeah.
and I had a cheat where you could just capture trainer Pokemon.
Oh,
And
that's
I would
crazy.
I would go to Cynthia in the Elite Four and just capture all her Pokemon.
That's so dumb.
Anyways, well at that point I'd played through the game like 4 times. I'd nothing else to do.
That's fair. Okay, I'm ready to get the encounter when you are.
Okay, so we're going into the woods now.
Correct. We're going into the woods.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to the right here. Oh, first bush.
Please be good. Come on, Fanny, Fampy.
Yeah, Fanfi. I got a coughing.
Okay, I would kill for a coffin.
I'm not mad that I don't dislike coughing. Coughing's a cool mod. It's just that I already have 2 poison types and I don't need a 3rd. But sure, why not?
fine.
Phanpy's cool,
thing-
though. That's a cool
That's
mon.
fine. It'll evolve into Dolphin. I
Yeah,
guess.
Dolphin's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Ooh, I should have stocked up on Pokeballs before this. It's fine. It's fine.
How many are you wasting? I've still got like.
Well,
8
I had a
Pokeballs.
lot. I had to use a lot on Skip Plume and Victory Bell.
Dude, all my Pokemon have been caught first try.
Yeah, it's been the opposite for me. I've had to throw at least a couple balls before they get caught. More than a couple, a few. So I gotta be careful with this guy. Please don't crit. Okay, good. No, stop waking up.
Elephant-based Pokemon.
That's fine. This is a basic Pokemon. It should be caught relatively easily. Should be fine.
What am I gonna name this one? Need something elephant-based.
Bum, 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 bum,
Let me see something.
Cool. Cool. Caught. We are good. Yes, I
Okay,
will
yeah.
give a nickname to Coughing.
You know what I'm gonna name this one? A story I only know about because of the TV show Bob's Burgers. Thomas Edison's elephant Topsy. I'm gonna name it Topsy. That's the one he electrocuted. Bet you didn't know Thomas Edison electrocuted an elephant, did ya?
Nope. No idea.
Now you know.
Now I know.
I think he killed it too.
I didn't need to know that.
Your hero is dead. He killed an elephant. Don't quote me on that. I have to look. That's the only. It was either that or Manny from Ice Age. It was the only two elephants.
Okay, sure.
We're calling it Topsy.
Hmm.
We're gonna like get killed by an electric type.
What should I name this thing?
Let's see.
Hold on. Let me see if I can fit this.
It is recorded as probably the first film death of an animal in history.
Sorry,
Thanks,
what?
Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison killed an elephant with electricity and filmed it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Thanks, Tommy E. You rock.
Okay. I named my wheezing Pour Me a Cup.
Why?
Because his name reminds me of coffee.
Oh,
So
okay.
pour me
I
a cup
gotcha.
of coffee.
You got pour me a cup to fit in that little bracket?
It just fit. The exact right number of characters. All right, well, while Shaner is writing those names down, I'm going to end this episode here because, yeah, we're going to try and shoot for an hour, maybe a little less, maybe a little
That was
more.
a good. I think we got a lot done in this episode, and I think we actually managed to keep our conversation on track. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised how well we were able to progress and keep a conversation. So hopefully we can only get better from here. Hopefully. If we get worse, I don't think I'm made out for this job. Not that I'm trying to make this a job. I'm not made out for this hobby. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We hope you like this. We're going to keep doing this. We don't know how long this series is going to go. We're going to go until we crash and burn and can't use any more mons. So, that being said, comment on what your favorite childhood nostalgic movie is, or just like a movie. And
Because you know what happens if you don't?
Shannon, we don't have time for your shenanigans.
I'm taking the I'm taking the Tommy E route. I'm going to electrocute an elephant live on TV if you
Wow.
don't comment.
That's crazy.
That's
You're
a
gonna make
threat.
Shanner commit animal. I'd say genocide, but that's a bit much. Animal cruelty if you don't subscribe. So, I mean, you just got to do it. You just got to do it.
Yeah, it's your choice.
Your choice. All right, y'all. Have a good night, or afternoon, or morning, whatever time it is. See ya.
See you later.